Welcome traders to this educational video of Nifty Short Term View, episode number 37. Today early morning we saw that Nifty futures made a very good recovery, and it seemed that today's day we'll have a big green day in the Nifty futures as well as the overall market. But I guess immediately from somewhere around 10:15 or especially around 11:15 we saw some intraday selling coming in, which took Nifty futures to an intraday low of 15,770 thereabouts. And at the end of the day, we have closed just less than 0.5% by 56 points up, and Banknifty futures, all thanks to SBI especially, that we have been able to close almost 460 points up. Now, if you see after 4 consecutive red closing days in Nifty futures, we have one small green day with a marginal positive close. And Banknifty, yes, we had two back-to-back red candles, and then we have a positive candle. So the question is this just a one-day pullback, or we are going to go higher? Because, you know, many people after today's movement in the market have started asking questions that pullback ayega ki nahi, means will there be a pullback or there won't be any pullback? Especially everyone is asking this query, and the reason for that is RSI in the daily chart of Nifty futures is well below 30, and if you check in Bank Nifty futures, it has almost tested below 30, and now it has just bounced back today due to a green close. All right. So first, I think I will share with you whatever my thoughts are regarding Nifty futures, and then we'll go to Bank Nifty futures, and then after that I have a couple of stocks to share with you. All right. So first, if you see the Nifty futures daily chart, the trend is absolutely down. There are no doubts about that. And even in the hourly time frame chart, the trend is down. But one thing, if you see properly, all right, if you see that the RSI of the daily chart is below 30, it's trying to come above 30. It's trying to come. It's not been successful yet as of now. And if you see that the price is consolidating, Nifty future is consolidating now since last few days, and RSI is also completely sideways. Now, what does this mean? This clearly means that currently Nifty future trend is down, but overall price movement is sideways. All right, it is completely sideways. Now, if you want to have any sort of meaningful pullback, because I think if I'm not wrong, then from top to bottom, we have corrected more than 2,400 points. So in an ongoing correction of 2,400 points, 100 points pullback absolutely makes no sense. We need some meaningful pullback or a good relief rally. And for a good relief rally or a meaningful bounce back, I think minimum Nifty futures which it needs to take away is this particular resistance band in short term. And this resistance band is from 16,080 to 16,200. This entire band is providing Nifty futures as of now immediate short-term resistance. If we see Nifty futures closing above this, then maybe we are in for a pullback, and that also first we need to analyze that. But this is bare minimum which Nifty futures needs to surpass on the upside. On the downside now, if you see properly, we are at almost near a swing low. We are near a swing low, this particular low which was made on 9th March. So if we close below this, if we close below say 15,650, at least for 2 consecutive days, then possibly we'll head lower. All right, we'll head lower closer to 15,200 or 100, but at least we need to close below 15,650 for bare minimum 2 days. All right. Now let's move to the Bank Nifty futures. Bank Nifty futures also, we can clearly see the trend is absolutely down. There is no doubt about that. Today's closing is been decently good because the Bank Nifty has been able to outperform the Nifty futures. And according to me, if we see a follow-through buying or a follow-through pullback going up in SBI or any other banking stocks, because not just SBI, but other banking stocks like You can say HDFC Bank or IndusInd Bank, ICICI Bank, little bit. Even Kotak Bank participated almost quarter to 2%. So if this relief rally, what has, or a bounce, which as we can say, which has started today, if it continues, then this particular resistance band will provide immediate resistance to Bank Nifty futures, which is from 34,380 to 931. And if you see properly, this long-term trend line is providing the resistance, and this is at the same level. So this resistance band is of extreme importance. We should not forget that. And in case if there is no pullback, sadly, and if we continue to go down, then the next support level or the next support band, you can say, is this swing low, which is 32,272 to possibly even 32,030. All right. This is the level which you need to keep in your mind. Now, moving on to other sectoral indices, surprisingly, IT is well below 30. I mean, the RSI is well below 30. It's even below 25, and it has been able to make a new low. Even FMCG pack has closed into negative, and Pharma pack, I think, has given a decent bounce back in 2 days. But today it has just consolidated and closed marginally in red. All other indexes, I think the realty index, finance, auto pack, metals, all of them have closed positive. Auto, especially, it has given a decent pullback in last couple of days. All right. And now I will share a couple of stocks with you. And this is just my view. This is not any trade or something. You can just analyze at your end. But I thought probably I'll just share a few stocks so it'll add value to your own research. The first stock, according to me, is Tata Motors. Overall trend of Tata Motors is down, and I even told you that overall trend of auto pack is down. It has just been able to bounce back. This is just a bounce. This is not the start of a new trend as of now. So the first stock, according to me, is Tata Motors. If you check properly, I will just put up a horizontal vertical line, which is a resistance line. According to me, currently Tata Motors is just consolidating, and it might consolidate somewhere over here in this region. All right. If it manages to possibly close above this zone, which is just above 420 or 425, if it manages to close somewhere around 425 or higher, then I think this negative view will be taken off. But or else there is a probability that we could see a short-term dip somewhere in Tata Motors. And I'm not talking about a very big dip. I'm talking of a very, very small dip in Tata Motors. The next stock from my side is Dr. Reddy. In Dr. Reddy, if you can see properly, we have a first hammer, then we have a inverted hammer. Currently, according to me, the stock is just consolidating, and it is facing resistance from this candlestick cluster. It is exactly at the same zone. If this stock manages to close above this candle low, which is possibly just above 4,031 to 32, then I think this negative view will be taken off. Or else just a small dip, just very, very small dip will be happening in this particular stock, Dr. Reddy. And the last and the third stock from my side is going to be Sun Pharma. Sun Pharma has been able to provide a very good pullback. If you can see, this is a hammer. This is a bullish bell hold. Generally, when these sort of pullbacks come up in the market, and if in case the overall sector is trying to bottom out, then these are signs of, probably bottoming out. But currently, taking into consideration the entire stance of the market, this is just a couple of days up move, nothing more than that. And I think if the stock closes above 910, then possibly this entire negative view will be taken off. Or else we do have a chance of just a short-term dip in this particular stock. All right. This is for ultra short-term view. This is not even for a swing trade. This is for ultra short-term view. And I'm sharing these views only that it would add value to your own analysis also. And this is not any trading call. Please do thorough analysis at your own end in case if you want to convert my views into any trades. All right. So I hope this educational video has helped you, and trade wisely, stay safe. Thank you.